Alright guys, so now we're down to the last part of this stool making class. We're going to be doing the seed carving, and for that, just going to be using this travisher. Okay, we used that for the previous part, some of you. So when you use this, make sure the nose is in contact, lean it either to the left or the right, and we're basically going to be cutting a scoop in here. So this is the shape of the seed that we're going to be carving out, and we're going to leave the middle section for now and focus mostly here at the back. So as I've mentioned before, keep the nose down. You should be getting nice shavings like this. So I'm just going to continue carving this until there's like a proper scoop in the middle. And I'm going to move on to the leg section of the seat. So when it comes to travishing, it's a little bit different from planing, in that you have to pay attention to the grain direction. So in my case, I am going diagonal. Whenever I cut, I'm cutting that direction instead of cutting perpendicular. That way it takes out more material. I'm going to switch to my cow chisel. Do a little bit of that carving around the outline. Seems to be having trouble with the travisher. I did the same thing on the other side. Because the grain was too difficult to carve with travisher, so I'm using cow chisel. The grain on this side is fine. It's just I want to get a little bit of that deep cut around the outline, like I said. I'm going to switch between the travisher and the cow chisel occasionally, based on what I need. If I'm trying to cover most surface area, the big surface area, I would definitely go for travisher. I'm just focusing more on this curve around the outline, which is why I'm using this cow chisel. Okay, so this is what we ended up with after about 4 hours of carving. So as you can see, there's a scoop for your legs, and there's a scoop at the back for you to sit on, and in the middle there's a small ridge, so it's supposed to be like a little horn. So you can stop somewhere around here, so long as you have that nice curvature, nice scoop for your seat, or you can actually continue going. So if we check here, if we put the ruler there, you can actually see how much we've carved out. We can check the evenness throughout. I would say it's about 10 mil, which is not bad. So I might keep going a little bit more, but yeah, you can actually stop at 10 or 15. So yeah, I'm just gonna go a little bit more, but most importantly, you want to drop these corners at the front. The reason is when you're sitting down, you don't want to have these sharp edges cutting your thigh. So you need to round this over and drop this entirely. So I'm gonna work on that right now. All right, guys. So I've been carving for a little while now. I'm primarily focusing on the front here because I'm pretty happy with the seat. So just the leg section, just drop the angle. So you start with the corner and you blend it in. As you can see, there's like a little chamfer. You just gotta blend the chamfer back in. That looks pretty good to me. A little bit of smoothing over later, but aside from that, we're good. So I'm gonna do the other side. Let's see if they're even. There's a little bit of bum here. Maybe that would be it after I even it out. Alright guys, I think I am pretty happy with this. Let's take a look with our ruler. Significantly bigger, and they look pretty even. Even here, and definitely here at the front also. Okay, so now we do the bottom. So before we move on to carving the bottom, just want to cover a little bit of why we're doing this. So the top, you want to carve a scoop for your buttocks and for your legs, right? And so long as there's a bit of a contour, the curve, that's completely fine. You don't have to go to like a certain depth. So long as you are comfortable sitting on it, that's the depth that you want to go for, and make sure you get that nice curvature. So it's also nice to look at. And for the bottom, what we're doing is basically rounding off this edge, mostly at the back and the side. And same thing, we also want to drop a little bit off of the front, just to make it look thinner. So I'm going to start with the marking. I'm not going to be too ambitious. I'm just going to mark around 1 inch all the way around. And if I manage to do 1 inch, I might go a little bit more. Same thing here on the side. About halfway is fine. Use pencil because we don't really want to be doing too much sanding afterwards. Otherwise, there's a lot of we need a lot of sanding to remove these pencil lines. Okay, so you're going to be rounding this corner all the way around. Start with the plane or the travisher. Okay, so now our target is to get this nice and round, just to give it a little bit of a proper shape. Travisher is really fast. As you can see, there's already a nice chamfer there. But we can also use a plane if you want. Woohoo! Seems like this part there's a knot there, so it's a little bit more difficult. Just want to show you that the plane will work just fine. It's just it takes a little bit longer. Alright, so I'm just going to continue working all the corners now. Okay, so after about 10 minutes, I managed to get this round shape at the back. So I use both a combination of a travisher and a hand plane. Okay, so as you can imagine, I have to carve all the way around, so it will take me about an hour at least. So I will be back when I'm done with the rest. Great. Okay. I'm pretty happy with what we have now. Okay. So for some reason, the video I was recording just now didn't have the voice. So as I was saying, what I was saying was, first thing you drop the front angle down to about 10 to 8 millimeter, 8 to 10 millimeter, and then you just slowly smoothen it back, blend it back to the back. So that's the different thing about the roll off. We call this the roll off, and the side is called round over. Yeah, we're still recording. Okay. Needs a little bit of lighting. Just gotta get that sorted out. Oops. Okay. Now it shows a little bit better. Chamfer the front. So right now I'm having a bit of trouble because of the end grain. to drop this angle slightly. Once again, you can use a plane for this. Okay, that's it. Give it a little bit of planing.